welcome back to the AM Club right here on MX24. My name is Akushika Lebedi, and yes, this video, my team is telling me 2012. I don't know if 14 years ago was 2012. I think it was. Yes, I think you're right. I think you're right. But this video came out, and a lot of people jammed to the song, not understanding fully what the message was. Well, do I say 14 years down the line, we understand the relevance of the video, the message, and even why they thought it was necessary to put all the faces? Because I saw Bola in there, I saw Yvonne, it was Yvonne's project. I saw Yvonne Okoro in there, and many of the stars that we have celebrated over the years. It was important. Do I say, or I dare say, it was imperative that these faces represented a big conversation, a health conversation that mattered to all of us. And this morning, we're going to do justice to the conversation, all right? So stay right here with me. But before we get into it, it's another year to celebrate the fintechers, okay? And so the stage is set for the landmark 5th edition of the Ghana Fintech Awards, scheduled to take place on Saturday, March 28th, 2026, at the Underbridge Annex, East Legon, Accra, at 5:30 p.m. with a theme from awareness to action, building a cyber-secure fintech landscape in Ghana. This year's event promises to be the most significant gathering of the nation's financial technology leaders and innovators. For sponsorship opportunities, seat reservation, or media accreditation for the 28th March 2026 ceremony, please contact Christina on 059 8385685. That's 059 8385685, or email email at christina@ghanafintech.awards.org. christina@ghanafintech.awards.org to send her an email. Of course, to get accreditation or table buying, whatever it is that you need from the team, she will sort you out. Now, Telecel, your money deserves the safest home with Telecel Cash. You are protected every step of the way. No risk, no worries, no long stories, just peace of mind. Dial *110# or download the Telecel Play app now for safe, secure transactions. Telecel Cash, the safer choice. Send the keke. Just send me the money. Alrighty. Now let's get into our conversation. Today we're focusing on glaucoma awareness, focusing on educating the public about the causes, symptoms, prevention, and the importance of early eye screening to help reduce vision loss. If you're like me, you're stubborn. It took me 10 good years to go back and take care of my eyes. And I know what I saw to take me there. Do not be like me, okay? Alrighty. Now joining me for the conversation this morning, Dr. Rochelle Kusi Akosa, optometrist. She is an optometrist.
Sure.
Did I pronounce that properly?
Sure, thank you.
I used to suffer with that word. And Dr. Kwame Yeboah Jr., he's the PRO, Ghana Optometric Association. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. I'm also an optometrist.
You're also an optometrist?
Yeah.
And then you're also the
PR, yes.
of the Ghana Optometric Association. I didn't know there was an association. Again, I don't belong to the industry, so how would I know? Yeah. But sometimes you just got to know some things. But it's good to have you here in the studio this morning. I'm going to start with the lady. Okay, she's going to explain to us what glaucoma is. When we say glaucoma, what is it?
Akushika, thank you.
Yes.
So if I have your permission, I will say some time, maybe some few seconds,
yes,
to say a good morning and
please
to shout out to the Ghana Optometric Association, to our executives for being behind us as we are here. Akushika, you asked me what is glaucoma.
Yeah.
Glaucoma is a group of conditions that put together in one way or the other will cause an increase in the eye pressure of the eye that will cause damage to the optic nerve. Today, I believe those who are watching TV, they might be watching some pictures to show here. Akushika, as you look at something, as I'm looking at you now, rays of light are traveling from one part of the eye, from this part through the cornea to the lens, through this portion to what we call the optic nerve. Akushika, the optic nerve is what carries information to the brain. So as I see you like this, that system happens within a short time. So you see that the eye pressure, when it goes up, what does it do? It causes damage to the optic nerve. So eventually, that person will have their vision really been affected. And so as we talk now, today we'll give a good education about glaucoma. Somebody watching us today will understand what is glaucoma, why they need even this as we are talking about it. Because the pressure can cause damage to the optic nerve. And it's a very serious condition. That's why you're giving education on it today.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that you say it's a group of conditions, because I thought glaucoma is like one thing. It's just one thing that is happening. But if you want to break it down to what it truly or it really is, you want to tell us the different conditions that there is in glaucoma, because I'm hearing it for the very first time. That's a group of conditions that cause that.
See, the thing here is, it's not only one thing that will cause the increase in eye pressure.
Yeah.
So it's basically increase in eye pressure that will cause damage to your optic nerve. And there are some conditions that one or two things that will cause the increase.
Yeah.
So the main thing here is eye pressure will go up.
Yeah.
Your optic nerve will be damaged. Glaucoma happens.
Yeah. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right. So what's a normal eye pressure?
So Akushika, the normal eye pressure of the eye is between 10 to 21. 10 to 21. And I would say that as we talk now, Akushika, let's ask even those who are sitting in the house, they are watching us. Have you checked your eye pressure before? Did you ask your doctor, what is my eye pressure? You see, when we talk about eye pressure, people think it's BP. Somebody came to my clinic and was like, oh, Mama, your eye pressure is up. No, my BP, I checked it yesterday, it was okay. I said, Mama, eye pressure is not BP.
Okay.
The eye pressure is only the eye doctor that can check it. And we are saying that it's between 10 to 21. You can check somebody's eye pressure, it's around 40. I had a patient with an eye pressure 60 plus.
What does that mean?
That means it's more than the normal one between 10 to 21.
So what causes the eye pressure? I don't understand.
You see?
Because I'm trying to learn, okay. So today I'm lost. Today the doctors are in the house, they're about to school me. So we're learning together.
Like I said,
yeah.
You see, there are a lot of things that will cause glaucoma. But the main thing here is, as every human, as you watch something, some aqueous, some water is being produced here. As the water is being produced, it flows like that through the back of the eye, and it's flowing like that. Now, for a reason or two, which we would say on this program, as the water is flowing, sometimes the way it should leave the eye, maybe the place is blocked or it's not flowing like that. So it will cause damage or increase eye pressure here. And that increased eye pressure will extend to affect the optic nerve. You get the point? So basically, it's built up of pressure in the eye.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now, what is the prevalence of glaucoma? Am I saying that well?
Prevalence, yeah, that's fine. I should go ahead
Prevalence.
with my colleague is answering.
Yeah, so for glaucoma worldwide is the leading cause of irreversible blindness. Okay. In Ghana, 9 out of 100 people above the age of 40 years and above have glaucoma, all right? And about 90% of people in developing countries, of which Ghana is part, don't know that they have glaucoma. And that is why it is very important that each and everybody gets the eye checked and knows the glaucoma status, whether the eyes are very fine, whether it's suspected of glaucoma, or a diagnosis of glaucoma is done.
So once a diagnosis is done and it's established that you have glaucoma, what does it then mean?
For that, we have to manage the pressure in the eye, because that's the only modifiable risk factor that we can change, okay? So we have to put you on medication or put you, do a glaucoma surgery to reduce the pressure in the eye. So most people are put on medication to bring the pressure down to a target level that will not cause the damage to the optic nerve.
Okay. Now, what are the myths about glaucoma? You said something now that it's irreversible.
Yeah.
So once you go blind, that's it.
Once the nerves, optic nerve and the nerve fibers, the ganglion cells in the retina, when they are lost, it can't regenerate. That's why when you lose your eye due to glaucoma, what is lost can't be regained. Okay? The myth we are talking about, someone might think, oh, I can see everything clearly from far. Okay, so it means my eyes are good.
Yeah.
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 But we are telling you now that glaucoma starts with the peripheral vision. So as I'm looking at you straight ahead, I sense that there's someone on my side, okay? And glaucoma normally eats your peripheral vision. So your side vision will be lost gradually till you get what we call tunnel vision. You've lost everything from your side. So you are just
seeing what's in
yeah.
front of you.
So in your mind, you think you can see clearly, but you've lost your vision on the sides, okay? Yeah.
And that's not something people actually pay attention to.
No.
Yeah. But can it be prevented, though?
Before you even go to the prevention,
Yeah.
let me add one or two myths.
Yeah.
Akushika, people think glaucoma is only for the elderly.
Ah, that one, me too.
Yes. You see, people think that, oh, eye problem there is for the elderly people.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, glaucoma can happen to children. Glaucoma, we have something called congenital glaucoma. Akushika, look at this picture.
Yes.
You can see a baby.
Please, you're going to tell me.
You can see this picture.
Yeah.
You can see a baby with congenital glaucoma. You see the cornea is a bit cloudy. It's a bit like milkish, hazy, and the rest. Akushika, the child should have a clear eye vision. But look at the picture. That means that this child having the congenital glaucoma can have serious eye problems if not taken care of immediately. So the point here is children can have glaucoma, adults can have glaucoma. Yes. And one myth about glaucoma is people think it is spiritual. I've seen a rich woman who was diagnosed of glaucoma.
Yeah.
She went to a spiritual home. Akushika, she left her medications for 3 good years.
Yeah.
She was being given spiritual water, special. I'm telling you. And by the time the woman was coming to my clinic, Akushika, they were holding her hand.
Yeah.
And they put money on the table. Doctor, this is money. Treat our mother. We are paying you. Akushika, we don't want this condition to reach this level. This year, the theme for the year is Uniting for a Glaucoma-Free World.
Right.
Let us all come together so that we can take care of our eyes and glaucoma will be left behind us. Akushika, one thing I want to mention is that some people think, oh, my family, nobody has glaucoma.
Yes.
Because when we say glaucoma, oh, as my family, we all see well, we don't have glaucoma. Akushika, sometimes glaucoma can even happen with you not having it in your family. Or it can even be that maybe somebody in your family, maybe some uncle had it, but the uncle could not even detect it. Or the uncle died before it could cause blindness and whatever. So it is one thing we should also take note of. And one myth about glaucoma I want us to note and debunk today is that people think glaucoma treatment is for a short time. Akushika, I've seen people who are on glaucoma medications. They've been on this medication for 3, 4, 5 years. They will tell you, I'm tired. If this treatment would treat glaucoma, I should have been treated a long time.
So what? Once you get on the medication, that's it. You're on it for
Akushika,
life.
for a fact, let's say it on this TV that glaucoma treatment is for life. This statement is unfortunate. It's like people don't want to hear it, but it's a fact. We don't start treatment 2 years, 3 years, and you stop the treatment. No. The treatment is, so usually I don't want to say it's for life. I told them, oh, the treatment is for a long time. But because the thing is, once you open your eyes, the eye pressures are being going up, so they should be controlled. So you don't use your medications, and within 1 year, 5 years, oh, somebody came to doctor. When you come and sit on TV and you are talking, you talk as if glaucoma can be treated. I say, yes, we can treat it, we can manage it. But not like you can, we give you medication and it is solved. And one last myth I want to say, and we have to debunk today, is that people think glaucoma means blindness. Akushika, when we say glaucoma, like right now, people should call in. They say, oh, glaucoma means you're going blind. It is not every time glaucoma patients will go blind.
Okay.
Yes. So if we see it on time, if we're able to give you the treatment, if you're able to give the necessary requirement, Akushika, you can be there. I've seen somebody who, when I met the person had lost 90% of the vision. I'm telling you. But for the past 10 years, we have been treating the patient.
And they can see.
The patient has not gone blind.
Oh.
You see, there was one instance that somebody came to my clinic. The person said, oh, when I was coming, my friend said, I have glaucoma, so I'm going blind. So I shouldn't even come. It is not every time glaucoma means blindness. That is why the Ghana Optometric Association, we are here to say that let's unite to fight for a glaucoma-free world, and it will help us.
Okay.
Yeah, for the sake of Ghana, our future.
Yeah, indeed. So again, we've established that glaucoma is preventable, or we can prevent glaucoma. Now, what are the various tests done to detect glaucoma?
Yeah, so before we come to the tests, okay, glaucoma, to get glaucoma is genetic, and you can't prevent that part of it.
Oh.
Yeah. But other causes, secondary causes, like trauma to the eye, using medications that are not prescribed, that contain steroids, you can not do that and prevent your eye from getting glaucoma, all right? Yeah. So this is how the prevention...
the one that is...
it can be prevented.
Are the ones that, you know, you inflict on yourself. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the blindness can be prevented when you take your medication, you go for your reviews, all right? Yeah. So when you come to the eye clinic, first we'll check your vision to know how well you are seeing. We'll have to check the pressure in the eye, okay, to know what the level is, all right? If it's above, if it is within the normal range, as we said, 10 to 21, okay, yeah. Then we also, looking at the optic nerve, we use an instrument to have a look at the structure of the optic nerve, whether it's normal or it's outside of the normal, so that we know whether to do other further tests, like the visual field. So the visual field is what will detect whether your peripheral vision is affected or not, okay? So if you're in the house, you might not actually know how your peripheral vision is.
Work.
Yeah, but when you come, there's a machine which will throw lights, and you have to always press to know whether you are seeing it or not, okay? There's another test called the OCT, optical coherence tomography. It checks the nerve fibers, okay? It can even help detect if you have the glaucoma, which nerves are affected, even before you experience the vision loss, okay? So that you are put on treatment earlier before any vision loss, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, so
now,
these are some of the tests we do.
Some of the tests. Okay, so also remember that this is a glaucoma week, and we're going to talk about the activities. And I'm staying with you, PRO. What role is the Ghana Optometric Association playing in raising awareness?
So the first thing is you have to let everyone know that glaucoma is an eye condition which can cause irreversible blindness.
Yes.
Yeah. And it can be, the blindness can be prevented. So that's why we are here today and across on social media. Yeah. Then also our members are also doing screenings in the communities, all right? Yeah. So that people who don't have the chance to go to the hospital can be screened in the community, all right? Some facilities are also doing free eye screening, so you can visit, yeah. But one thing is that you should, whether it's free or not, set a time at least once in the year, and that's why you can choose Glaucoma Week this week to make sure you visit the eye clinic and ask that you want your eyes examined for glaucoma.
Okay, awesome. Now, are there any nationwide campaigns or outreach programs that the association is organizing, apart from the ones that we've seen with the individual hospitals? The organization putting something together on its own?
Currently, we are working through our members in the various hospitals and clinics.
Awesome. Yeah. Now, back to you, Doc. Now, since the week is going to be one that, you know, we're going to be talking a lot about glaucoma, what are some of the things you would want to teach us on our own at home to be able to, you know, guide us to know whether or not my vision, because me, it was only because of MX that I started wearing my... For 10 years, I'm telling you. For 10 years, I wouldn't wear glasses. Maybe lashes, they won't hear me. You know.
Akushika, thank you. I don't know whether you've mentioned about signs and symptoms.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that.
Okay, because you said what I should tell.
You can get into, you can start from the signs and symptoms.
I'm going to blend the two.
Please do.
Akushika, one thing we will tell our viewers today is that usually, like we said, one myth, glaucoma does not give sign. It does not give symptom. You can't be there like a young man, our cameramen are here. You can be there, you'll be working, and you can just be having glaucoma without knowing. And one sign that everybody, all our viewers should note is that you could be having severe headache, either partial headache, frontal headache. Some people, they go like, oh, my head, half is aching, power. It could be that their eye pressures are up, and that is what is causing the headache. That is one fact. Then also, some people could have sudden redness of eyes. I've seen a lot of people, when they come, their eyes are very red, as if there is blood on their eye. Before you check the eyes, there is pressure, high pressure on the eye. And that can cause glaucoma. Yes. And also, one test I'll tell our viewers to do right now is they should look at the lights in their room, whether they see rainbow colors. Rainbow colors is one
all of
good
you going to
sign.
start watching the lights. All of you.
It is one good sign glaucoma patient they see. When they look into space, they can see rainbow colors like that around light or maybe in space. And this should give you a sign. I would say that I'm not saying anytime you see rainbow colors.
And these lights are really bright. I'm trying to see if I can do it here. But the lights are too harsh.
I could say, when you go to the house, do it.
Yeah, I'll do it at home.
Because people see rainbow color, but they might not have the idea that it is glaucoma that is giving them a hint. Then also, some people can have headache, like I said, and gradual loss of vision. Somebody is there right now. Today, the patient can see well. Tomorrow, the person is not seeing well. The vision is like doom so. Today, you are seeing. Tomorrow, you're not seeing. Nothing is prompting you to get up and see your eye doctors.
No,
so
I'm Ghanaian.
They will, yes.
Like nothing prompts me to do anything.
Like Dr. Yabua said, they will sit down and wait until there is that last vision. Let me explain some picture to you.
Yeah.
You see,
Sorry.
For a normal person, this is how you see. You see that this is a normal picture. As you look at something, you see everything perfectly. The side, everything is clear.
Yeah.
Akushika, when glaucoma is coming, glaucoma is called the silent thief of sight. You see, it sneaks like that and to be still in your sight. So like this one, all the sides, he's losing the vision from the sides. Yeah. Now, we go to, which one? This one.
Yeah, advanced.
Advanced glaucoma.
Yeah.
The person is still seeing. Akushika, by the time the person is saying, let me go and see my eye doctor, extreme glaucoma, the doctors, we call it tunnel vision.
Yes.
It's like you're looking,
talking about.
You're looking into the hole. At this point, Akushika, the vision is almost gone.
Oh.
Everything is almost gone. And that is when the person is coming. You see, let me show you one picture, last picture for somebody to benefit today. You can see there's Akushika, like Doc said, there's a normal optic nerve.
Okay.
That carries information. Akushika, look at the head. Very small.
Okay.
But as glaucoma is coming, look at this one.
It gets bigger.
All the nerves you see here on Akushika, they are dead. In fact, when they are dead, you can't wake them up. Yeah. So the nerves are gone. And people wait for the nerves to go, everything to go. In fact, I saw a patient, Ekushika, everything is gone. And that is when the person is now serious coming for checkup. Like we are saying, glaucoma is a condition that might not give you any sign, any symptom. And that is why, as you listen to us today, the main importance of this education is get up today. As we are having the awareness week, have your eyes examined. Early prevention will help. Sometimes we have something we call ocular hypertension, pressure in the eye. Now, if there is pressure in the eye, Akushika, that there will be pressure, but there's no glaucoma. We can treat the pressure and glaucoma will not even start.
Okay.
So early detection is very important.
It's very important.
Yeah.
We're still going to be educating ourselves here on the show, but we're going for a quick commercial break. When we come back, the show continues right here on the AM Club. We'll be right back after this. Back to the AM Club right here on MX24. People have told you. Now, to confess, Thursdays have come back to be my least favorite days. But on Thursdays, we talk about health and wellness, and of course, it's very important for us to stay connected and learn about our health. Today, we're talking about the eye, and it's important, okay? Glaucoma is our conversation for this morning. My doctors are also here to help me navigate that journey. And so back in the studio, we're talking initially about the symptoms. So we're going to go to the causes, right, of glaucoma.
Look,
Do you want to say that for us?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So mainly it is caused by the buildup of the pressure in the eye, okay? Yeah, and most people is genetic, all right? So you can't do much about that. Yeah. but it can also be caused by trauma to the eye. Okay, when that happens, so somebody gets into a fight, then gets a punch in the eye, there's an inflammation in the eye that causes the drainage of the fluid inside the eye to be blocked. Okay, then the pressure builds up, causes damage to the nerves. And also, when maybe you've been prescribed an eye drop, okay, it contains steroid. We use it to treat something. Ghanaians, so maybe something happens again, will go back to the drop and say, oh, this drop, it helped me the last time, so you use it and you abuse it. Steroid eye drops can cause the pressure to build up gradually. And anytime you use it, the pressure is going up and it is destroying the optic nerve. So you shouldn't self-medicate.
Yes.
When you have an issue, after it's solved, report back. We will tell you to stop the medication. If it happens again, you come back. It might not be the same thing. They might have the same signs, but they are different. Yeah. Okay.
And I want to add one or two to what Doc said. You see, Doc talked about injuries. When we talk about the injuries, I'm particular about children. Because I've seen children that, excuse me, to be in the morning, forgive me, they were playing and somebody just used a broom to shoot somebody and it came straight to the eye. You can imagine what happened. When a broom was in the eye and they couldn't remove it. It caused glaucoma and we had to do immediate surgery. It was a whole lot of things. So we should be careful of even how children are playing, the injury side. And also aging. Like Doc said, research will tell you that as you are aging 60 years, 40, 60 years and above, you are getting closer to developing glaucoma. Yes, and as we sit here, Akushika, we are all growing. And so we should be careful and check it on time. Yeah. I want to talk about high myopia. Research will tell you that somebody who is high myopic, maybe the person is using some thick glasses, they are also at risk of, or they're having, that also can cause glaucoma. So that is why if, let's say you are using glasses, don't just buy glasses from roadside. Akushika, because of some small money a doctor will chop in tea, people will be buying glasses from the market, from the streets.
I think that's the riskiest thing I've heard anybody do. Like your eye.
Yeah.
You just go and carry any glass and wear. Hey, I can't.
And Akushika, that is also another factor I would talk about, that they should come for us to examine them. Yeah. I was doing some research. People who are having diabetes, hypertension, have their own part of the cake. Because the more it is going, especially if it's in your family, the more you are getting at risk and hypertension. Akushika, I would say that, like Doc said, hereditary, genetics, if it is in your family, especially the person who had a glaucoma is maybe your mother, your father, a close person, Akushika, you could have it. But as we say this, we are not saying that if your mother is having, your father is having, automatically you have no. It's like probability. If you're not lucky, it can fall on you. Yeah. And the crown, you have to wear it. So the point here is, if you had your mother or your father having it, be serious and check it on time. Or if you are a parent and you have it, check it for your children. Akushika, there was a time we went for a screening in a school. I saw this 9-year-old student. No, as we say, glaucoma, we think eye condition is for elderly. Akushika, the 9-year-old student had glaucoma to the extent that he had lost about 80% of the vision. It was left to just small. And even that, I was lucky I met the boy. He was lucky I met him. When I examined, the parent had glaucoma. And they think, oh, sir, it's elderly, so they are waiting for the child to grow. And as you are saying it, no, children can have it, adults can have it. It's if in your family, you must be serious. Akushika, one last thing I want to add to what Doc said is secondary, previous eye surgery. There could be somebody who had done, the person was normal, but maybe went in for a particular surgery, let's say cataract surgery. The person finished the surgery, but ended up adding glaucoma to it. Oh. Yes, I've seen some before. She went in for cataract surgery. Unfortunately, after the surgery, I said some aqueous is flowing through the eye. So sometimes it can tamper with where the aqueous is flowing through. And it affected the woman. She had glaucoma, the severe one. And when I talk about this, I end and say that people should be careful about trauma. Or for instance, maybe if your head, trauma. When we talk about trauma, it's a whole lot of things. I had a woman who told me coconut hit the head years ago. Do you know that one caused glaucoma? And I know somebody who had accident 20 years ago, Akuchika, when the patient was coming, not knowing the accident she had caused a build-up of pressure in the eye. And when the man was coming, the man is the breadwinner of the house. They were holding the man's hand. When I checked, the pressures were very high.
I see.
But they never knew their father had glaucoma. So that such a person is not in the family. But the accident the man had has brought the glaucoma.
Wow.
So Akushika, everybody...
So we should stop knocking the children.
Yes.
Knocking the children.
Akushika, let me give you an example.
Yeah.
Parents who knock their children, not only the knocking, though, parents can use our shoe to hit the children's head. And teachers are...
Wicked parents.
You see, teachers can also get annoyed and they use cane. As they are hitting like this, the innocent person at the back hit the person. That anything that would hit the eye like that can cause development of glaucoma. Especially if you are a mother that you like slapping. You can slap left, right, up, down. Akushika, you are buying problems. Maybe it's not glaucoma, maybe cataract, or maybe refractive error. It can be any condition like that. Yeah. So we must be careful of our eyes. Like Doc said, early detection is very important. Yes.
Yeah. Very important. And so as we have this conversation, the parents that are wicked parents, over to you. Are you Deputy Satan? Why are you using shoe to hit the child? Where is the kid? Where's the hand? So when I had my son, my mother told me that this area is restricted.
Yeah.
Those were her exact words. This area, this area, this area. He says this area and then another area. He's a man. So this area and that area,
we understand.
He's a man. You don't touch it. You want to visit his hands.
Yeah.
His hands are available. Don't slap a man, young lady. So my house, when my son is misbehaving, I said they said you're a man, so I can't slap you. So let's be careful. Let's just be careful. Bottom line, let's just be careful. Now, before we go, I'm going to find out from you, Doc, how can ordinary Ghanaians support or participate in the associations of eye health initiatives?
Come again?
How can ordinary Ghanaians, support or participate in the association?
Oh, okay.
In the association's eye health initiatives, like, the initiatives the association puts together.
All right. So first, we welcome all well-meaning Ghanaians to invite us, whether it's the churches or school in the community, to first educate the community, all right, so that they get to know the different eye conditions. This week, we are talking about glaucoma.
Yeah.
Very soon, maybe we might come back, talk about refractive errors.
Yes.
You are already wearing the spectacles. So yeah.
Now the man wants to use me as case study. What is all this? You see, when I was in primary school, they used to laugh at my glasses, and that's why I stopped wearing it. And I lost interest in it. 10 good years, I never wore glasses.
We'll talk about that. That's a myth. A lot of children stopping the
I hated my glasses because of that.
Okay.
My friends used to laugh at me.
Yeah. And also getting their eyes checked at least once every year. And when you check your eye, take a friend, take a family member along so that they also check their eyes. Yeah. And if they can sponsor any community outreach programs, those who are well-to-do can help do these community outreaches so that those who are deprived can even go to the rural areas.
Yes.
So that we don't just be here in Greater Accra. Okay, there are people who are also suffering in the hinterlands. Who we can help. So for the association, we do these educations, these outreaches. Okay, across Ghana, we have optometrists across the whole country. Right.
Awesome. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to take a final words on this one from both of you. I'm going to start with you, ma'am. The final words on the conversation on glaucoma. What should we know? How should we go about it? And the final words.
Akushika, thank you. I would say that, like Doc said, your optometrist should be your friend. And the good news is the eye clinic close to you. Go and check. There's an optometrist there. See the optometrist now. Doctor, I heard that they're talking about glaucoma on the TV. I want to examine my eye and protect myself. One thing is, like all these things we're talking about, if we can see it on time, we can help you save the eyes. Glaucoma is not always blindness. We can save. And like Doc said, there are people who are very needy. People who are having glaucoma and they are struggling. People who need help. If we can also say that, oh, I want to help the association to take care of the needy, run some screenings, run some adverts, run some program that will help the ordinary Ghanaian or even glaucoma patients. You can just give the support. I'm telling you, blindness is very painful. I've seen some, and the way they talk, you see, when they are talking to you, they are crying like that. And we were talking on TV, and I was telling them, oh, this week we are doing free screening. And somebody called me, doctor, I said, yes, I'm at Winneba, some village at Winneba. They're screening, they are interested. I said, so come and let's screen you. I don't have money for TNT. Yeah. Yes. So it's sometimes very unfortunate, but I would say that if we can all come together to help save somebody's eyes, it will do good. Then also, you yourself, you are hearing me today. If you didn't hear anything, we said there is some eye pressure, you must go and see your eye professionals to examine, to know. So check your eye pressure, check out of your children, your parents, and let's save somebody from going blind. At the end of the day, the team is uniting for a glaucoma-free world, uniting for a glaucoma-free Ghana. Akushika, one last thing. I've seen people who have gone blind, and it is very painful to see them because of glaucoma. So we are aiming at saving everybody from going blind, and that will help. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And your final words? Oh, you're good.
Yeah.
You're good.
Get your eyes checked.
Yeah.
And visit your optometrist.
Absolutely.
Aku, can we put our numbers in case somebody wants to call?
Yes. I mean, is it going to be the organization or your personally?
We can give our personal numbers in case somebody needs any information,
any information
about the eye, or you want to see an
yes.
optometrist, or where you are, you want the best eye care around you, we can help.
Please, you can go ahead.
You can call Dr. Rachel on 0244 982821. 0244 982821. I would say make your optometrist your friend.
Your friend.
Thank you.
Mine is my friend.
So you can also reach out to your Ghana Optometric Association on 0245 357765.
Thank you very much, my lady and gentleman, and thank you. And I hope that you've learned something today. This morning, I'm having I want to find a fancy name for it, but the name is not coming. When it comes, I'll share it with you maybe at some point. But thank you so much for joining us and for the education. I keep telling us that we're learning and growing together, and our health is also part of the conversation. And to make sure to take care of your eyes. Your eyes, I'm telling you, it took me 10 years, 10 good years. It is only God that saved my life, because if it was not for MX24, I would have been such a stubborn child not to go for to check my eyes. And so I do not want you to be like me. Go get your eyes checked, and let's live a glaucoma-free life. At least let's drop the numbers drastically. I think we can do that. I think we can do that with the help of the organization and us here at MX24. So make sure to take advantage of this. But this has been a beautiful morning. I have been blessed to enjoy your company, and I told you that your environment is who you become. And this morning, you've joined the company of learners, the company of teachers, and the company of information. And so you are blessed. Every single morning from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. we sit here, and this is the company I'm recommending to you this year. So like I said, we're going to do this year. We're going to be learning and growing together. My name is Akushika Lebene. See you again tomorrow from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. right here on the AM Club. Have a great day.